Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. If you think you've heard the end of the drama that is ongoing between Malami and Magu, then you need to have another rethink, because more drama are springing up, and some of the lawyers that were involved in this matter started speaking up and started saying some of the hidden things they never knew existed in Sh0cking Villa. But before we go into the newspaper for the analysis, would you like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button? Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Alright, Abiola, who actually was one of those lawyers that was walked out of the panel sitting on Monday, said there is no evidence that Magu is guilty of the allegations against him. The President Muhammadu Buhari set up the panel to probe corruption allegations leveled against the anti-graft man. At his sitting at the presidential villa on Monday, Wahab Shitu, Magu's lead counsel, was joined by Abiola and Aliyu Lemu, another of his lawyers. But Salami, head of the panel, insisted that only Shitu will be allowed to defend Magu and asked his other lawyers to leave the venue. Well, talking to her, the experienced lawyer said that, as who is one of the widows of the late MKO Abiola, said it is wrong for the panel to refuse Magu's lawyers access to their sitting. This is a democratic dispensation, he said. You cannot bring military tactics, a Hitler's Gestapo rule, to this type of occasion, she said. The panel was set up to be public. How then did it become a private sitting with Emperor Salami? He has become an emperor. He told me personally that there is only one chair for a lawyer. So I said, if there's only one chair, send for more chairs now. He called the DSS. They were fully armed. So we left. But the other lady, Fatima, was bundled and put in a cell. In a prison cell. So there's a prison in Presidential Villa. Nigerians should worry for themselves, so she said. Abiola, a former presidential aspirant, further told Cable that while the former Exp0se chairman's rights are being trampled upon at the moment, it could be anyone else's turn next. If you see how Magu was just sitting there, like a sheep without a shepherd, like a Christmas goat about to be slaughtered by Emperor Salami, why would they refuse me access to such a fundamental probe? It is a nullity, very shambolic, she added. They don't have anything against Magu, not a shred of evidence. The pastor they said took the money. FCMB has apologized in 3 national papers to Magu and the pastor. They also said Magu did not investigate the P&ID case and he was exonerated. What is the allegation? How can lawyers not be allowed to represent him? It is not as if we went alone. We were introduced by Magu himself. Did they imagine that it will only be one lawyer defending a man like that? 22 allegations, 22 lies. The fact of the matter is that this is not a panel of inquiry. It is a kangaroo contraction with Salami as the emperor. Magu has often accused the panel of not giving him fair hearing, saying he has not been allowed to defend himself after he requested the panel to summon Malami to give evidence of his alleged crimes. AGF said he would gladly testify against him if asked to do so. Alright, this news is actually coming from Cable, and you have heard what the young woman said. This is really alarming. Don't forget that barely 48 hours ago, the NBA SAN, as the Senior Advocate of Nigeria, have made a move to also write some sort of petition to see how they can strip him of a Senior Advocate of Nigeria title, being the fact that they took some unitary decision, something that was supposed to be, looked into democratically in NBA, but he took the decision to gazetted it himself and, so to speak, reduce the power of MBA by allowing certain things to go without seal and stamp of MBA, thereby reducing the power of that body. And of course, MBA have decided to see how they can move forward, also to see how they can strip him of SAN, that Senior Advocate of Nigeria title that he has earned over the years. Now, with this and this one happening now, it looks as if everything seems to be coming against Malami. But with what he has also said, there's something that caught my attention. Is the fact that she said there's a prison cell in the Asorokville. I never knew. I thought that place is for this is very serious. So now, we keep hearing things keep coming up. If this continues, where easily one can be roped into an allegation and there's no fair hearing, and it's true, there's something they said that actually got, but maybe it's not supposed to be public, but I thought that this actually was a public hearing. And if 22 allegations and SAN, of course, Magu have decided that he wants 22 lawyers, or even, what am I saying, or 2, 3, 4 lawyers representing him, they should give him that in the benefit of doubt. Okay, but making only one lawyer, well, let's hope for the best for Magu. But with what is happening now, calling him emperor in a democratic state setting, and the activity, the actions, of course, taken by Salami, that's the AGF, concerning that gazetting thing, based on the constitution of MBA, it said it was a unitary decision. Normally, things like that should be, by the board. They should look into it, they'll discuss it, and pass some sort of vote for or against. Then they will not make that decision. But unanimously, as in arbitrarily taking that decision without consulting anyone, honestly, in a democratic setting, it can be seen as tyranny. But now this also happening. These are people are beginning to look at. I would say that AGF Malami should allow some certain things to be allow true democracy to still rule, because he's still you shouldn't forget that he's a lawyer and he's seen as the embodiment of the law. He's seen as the representation of the law, being that he's the Senior Advocate of Nigeria, a son and a Minister of Justice. So if people start feeling, you can imagine what Abiola said, the wife of the late Abiola, said, that's the lawyer who's supposed to, one of the lawyers that's representing Magu, said something about not having that free flow of democratic setting. Even in Magu's case, it doesn't speak well. When people keep throwing that on the fact that you are not fair in it makes Nigerians very uncomfortable, and she's even saying a lot already. And being that this is first-hand information, first-hand encounter she's having, it has a way of doubt. So don't forget that this same issue to happen during the time of Omoyele Sowore's case, where the senators, United States senators, had to come into the matter. The matter was moved from DSS to AGF Malami's table, and nothing was done. It was still kept on hold until the American senators had to write and show the fact that they're not looking, that the eyes are on the case. And don't also forget that Sowore's wife is an American citizen, and as American citizen with their right, being the fact that Sowore has connections with her and all that made it even more worrisome. If not probably for the intervention of the Americans and the American senators, who knows what would have been the case of Sowore. And these are the things coupled from here and there. It makes it. There should be, in democratic setting, there should be fair hearing, and this happen. I'm not saying Magu is a saint. I'm also not saying that Salami is a monster. But we are saying that in the areas of democratic settings, there's some certain things that should allow to reign. Give everyone their rights. If Magu is entitled to 2 to 3 lawyers, allow them to have their rights. And let the panel be free and fair. That's the challenge you keep having in Nigeria, where, when appointments are being made and it's made to a particular region, other Nigerians don't get comfortable. They don't feel it's fair. When things like this happen, they feel disgruntled. They feel not well represented. Don't also forget that Magu himself is also from, the northern part. So some persons will say it's a brother's issue. His brothers and brothers are trying to settle their matter. Whether you say it's brothers and brothers, one day it will not be a brothers and brothers thing, it will be a brothers and another tribe thing. Then what will be your case? There's that general saying that it's injustice to one, it's injustice to all. I feel that at this point in time, whatever needs to be corrected, I feel they should start doing that now so that Nigerians will still feel that the law is free and fair. Otherwise, Nigerians will begin to wonder, truly, is this law free and fair as it is rightly quoted in the Constitution? But that's what we're going to wrap it up. What's your take on what is going on and the fact that people are beginning to wonder if there are truly prison cells in this Aso Villa? This is coming from somebody who seems to have first-hand information on that. This is coming from Abiola, of course, the wife of